Salute to you for joining me. I appreciate you here on Rastas Realities, where the real is raw and the truth is the law. Fear and success. It sounds absolutely ridiculous to think, let alone say, that anyone would be afraid of success. Unfortunately, it is true. See, success is like water. It is needed for the optimal and overall health, both mentally and physically. The fact is that the statement of being afraid of success is based on reality. The reality that makes one question why so much hate towards anyone who goes hard to achieve in their own lane, all while not harming anyone for that growth. I will share some insight into the subject matter and look forward to hearing from you as well, of course in the comment section or through the contact email provided in the description section. Thank you for joining me once again. Subscribe, click that like button. Okay, so, see, there's ambition, thoughts, spoken word, and most critical, doing the work. Everything mentioned provides seeding to the universe. Ambition is best described as the level of needs and wants. What is wanted is usually put before what's needed, therefore skipping steps in the process. More about that later. Ambitious nature has the same effect as a map or a blueprint. These driving inner workings are the catalysts that starts the whole success process, meaning that it causes a chemical reaction in the mind without itself changing, which now leads to thoughts. And these can be deceiving at times. So it is best to keep thoughts as positive as possible. For as you see, thoughts dictate actions, but only after spoken words have set actions in play. The spoken word is powerful, so it is best to manage the mouth. Spoken words have more power than the average action. One can harm another multiple times verbally over actions that sometimes can only be done once. To manage the mouth, one must manage the thoughts that come from ambitions. Works are from all of the aforementioned. You see, everything works in processes. There are steps and processes that must be adhered to for optimum gains. So where does the fear come in at, you ask? Fear is synonymous with hate or lack of understanding. Have you ever had someone around you and they, with all their efforts, seem to want you to fail and do the most to see your failure come to fruition? That is someone afraid of success, both for themselves and apparently for other people as well. Afraid that they are afraid that they would have to get to work on their own. You see, the individual with the hating tendencies are not afraid for themselves, so much so that they are more afraid from others whom they are around, meaning the people around are internally and externally winning. For some, it makes them feel less than, and even though that feeling is justified, as the winning ones have come to terms with what had to be done to achieve success and have followed the steps and processes to do the work. The haters did nothing but watch, wait, and hate. The hater did not see fit to be the leader of their life, and now hate that another is on the money, so to speak. Success also allows one to know their strengths and weaknesses, capitalize on both. The hater is afraid to know themselves. Why? It's anyone's guess, as I believe that knowing oneself is ultra empowering. Some are afraid of success, that even someone else's success threatens them and their ego. I find that others and their successes provide additional fuel for my ambition, my thought process, my spoken words, and ultimately strategic action. I'm not perfect, but I am perfect enough to know an ally when in the presence of one or more, which leads to doing the work and aids one on a multi-leveled task at hand. Ambitious nature, the thought process, words spoken, and doing the work fulfills the dopamine receptors in the mind where ambition thoughts live. Dopamine is the feeling that presents a high of sorts when you do something. For example, when you buy something new, that high that you get, that happiness, that's a high. When that sense of accomplishment, when you have completed a task, whether it's for your professional or personal reasons, that happiness feeling, one that makes you smile like a Cheshire cat, is what dopamine does for the mind. What I am essentially stating is that works can be tiring. The sense of accomplishment outweighs most all cons when it comes to doing the work, ambitions, and success, all while taking the necessary steps and following the processes. I personally have encountered many successes, and yes, there were those who genuinely were okay with that. And then there were those who had massive issues with my accomplished feats in the open. Best shown with the sour face or the standoffish attitude. Here's something that also was noticeable. Typically, when someone doesn't mess with you, they get a gone. Let me say that again. Typically, when someone doesn't mess with you, they get a gone. Meaning, rapidly, they get away and stay away. What I noticed more recently is that a certain type will stay closer to the ones that they hate and seem to get off on doing the most to display their disdain for others on their purpose or anything positive. Why would they stick around someone who's winning? Simply put, to be around winners, all while hating the very winning, just to behave like a loser. Fear, I tell you. Fear that they will not ever be anything greater than what they presently are. It is a practice in self-sabotage and low self-esteem. I will not have in my company those who fear righteousness, winning, and doing the work, as that fear is of lowbrow mentality. Hey, you do you, and I'll win enough for both of us. If you're new to the channel and enjoy the content, please subscribe, like, and tap that bell to be notified when I go live. It also helps the channel. Thank you once again for tuning in, my friend and foe, because it makes me smile, not frown, to know that my message massage your mentals, and like a rental you check in and out. Truth, reality is what this channel is about. I am R. Akil Bomani for Rastas Realities. Peace.